This Autodesk Fusion tutorial continues a series of exercises learning from adapted lessons in a mechanical drawing textbook. In the textbook, the student is presented with the problem of redrawing certain items with specific dimensions in a specific way. But we can use these same problems to learn 3D modeling. Here we have a center line for an inkwell. We also have information about the section plane, and we have information about the external dimensions. This is plenty of information to make the part. We need to use this information to decide how to go about drawing it. I think in this particular case, I would start with the top view. We could start with any view, but I think the top view is going to be the best. Here we can draw a 3¼ by 7-inch rectangle. We really only need half of it, but we'll go ahead and draw the whole rectangle, and then we can put in a center line if we need to. In Fusion, select Create Sketch, then select the ground plane. Under Create, select Rectangle, Center Rectangle. Click on the origin, type 3.25 IN, tab 7 IN. Now we have a perfectly constrained rectangle. We can also draw a line in the middle here. Press Escape. We can select this line and create a center line. This still allows us to select both sides, and it tells Fusion that this is a center line. On the sketch, notice that we can't necessarily use the offset command for the inkwell, but we have enough dimensions that we can show where this 2-inch by 2-inch square is. In Fusion, press R, draw the square, press D, and we'll make this one 2 IN. Select this part, click, and then click the original dimension. Now it is the same. We can select from the center line to this line, 0.5 IN. And we know the distance at the top and bottom is 5/8. So press D, select the top line and this line, 5/8 times 1 IN. Now everything is fully constrained. We could draw the other square here, but that would be extra drawing since we already know it's a mirror. So let's just extrude everything. Looking at the object, it's 1 inch tall with a 1/2 inch deep inkwell. In Fusion, press E, select this plane, and type 1 IN. This extrudes up 1 inch. Whenever you do an operation in Fusion, the sketch disappears. Reshow the sketch. Select the inner profile, type E, then 0.5 IN. Now we have the inkwell, and we can hide our sketch. We're going to mirror this part by selecting Create, Mirror, mirror this body. For the mirror plane, remember always select an origin plane because it's less likely to change. The operation will be joined and press OK. There's one more detail in the sketch, and that's the chamfer. Select Modify, Chamfer, and select this outside profile. In the textbook, it mentions that the chamfer is 1/4 inch, so type 0.25 IN. Now we have made everything for this inkwell. We learned how to draw center lines in sketches. We also learned how to continue to mirror different objects, as well as type in chamfers. Hopefully you've learned some new techniques in Fusion and some concepts from classical mechanical drawing. Happy 3D modeling!